All right, there's a video going really viral on the internet right now that I want to show you because it is incredibly powerful and it relates to ICE kidnapping a 5-year-old boy, Liam Ramos. I want to talk a little bit about this case and actually show you the ruling from a federal judge who released him this past week, because stuff like this doesn't get a lot of press, but it's something I'm so passionate about, and these words from this federal judge are so powerful. Before I show you this video, take a look at this. This is the official court documents, the federal judge who ordered the release of Liam Ramos and his father. Now, this is Liam Ramos. Maybe you've seen this photo online before, the little boy out in the cold with the blue hat. It's got a lot of coverage, sparked a lot of protests, was right around the same time that we saw ICE officers literally executing American citizens in broad daylight. We are in an unprecedented time, frankly, in American history. And so this also being a large part of a lot of the protests, the cruelty knows no bounds. And as I always say, cruelty is the policy. And I would challenge you to read this court ruling. I'll leave the link in the description. It's very short. It's literally less than 3 pages. But at the end here, very, very powerful. Quote, "Observing human behavior confirms that for some among us, the perfidious lust for unbridled power and the imposition of cruelty in its quests know no bounds and are bereft of human decency, and the rule of law be damned." Wow, that is a powerful quote there from a federal judge. And we have seen federal judges across the country just give unbelievably scathing remarks to the Trump administration. Their lack of care for the law, their lack of care for morality, them often lying to courts, lying to judges, and the Department of Justice and the federal government, frankly, losing any credibility that it had, the credibility that it built up over the last 50 or 60 years in front of these federal judges. That is such a powerful quote. And then at the bottom here, some other quotes. Philadelphia, September 17th, 1787. Quote, "Well, Dr. Franklin, what do we have? A republic if you can keep it. With a judicial finger in the constitutional dike, it is so ordered, signed." And this 31st day of February was actually amended to be the 31st day of January. And the picture there of Liam Ramos. Before I take you to this video that's gone so viral, asking Liam's classmates about ICE kidnapping him, it's a very powerful video. We actually had Todd Blanche on ABC yesterday responding to the questions about Liam Ramos, because originally the DHS claimed that Liam Ramos was actually abandoned by his father, who is an undocumented individual. And when ICE showed up, the father ran away. And ICE agents were so brave to stand with the 5-year-old father. Well, we learned that they actually came into the United States legally. So that's a lie. So let's see how Todd Blanche responds to George Stephanopoulos saying, hey, what you said about this is wrong. Take a listen.
I should say, to clarify, the lawyer for Liam Ramos and his father say they were following the legal process for asylum.
I mean, I don't know what that means. They were following legal process. So
they applied for asylum.
And yes, the judge disagreed with us. Excuse me?
They applied for asylum and they were going through the legal process.
Well, so that's not true. That is not true. There's a very meaningful dispute about whether they had properly applied for asylum. And again, I cannot get into the specifics of this litigation, but you can read the same briefs I can, and what you just said is not true.
Okay, that's what his lawyer says. So I'm sure they'll have a response to that as well.
It is true, right? It is true. These fuckers, I'm sorry, excuse my language, they have no shame. It's unbelievable. Like, I have made videos on the internet since October of 2022. I have watched and been invested in Donald Trump and this whole barrage of shit for at least 10 years. I mean, I was like, what, 16 when I watched him go down the stupid, or maybe 14 when I watched him go down the stupid gold escalator. And yet somehow it still stuns me every day. These people lie with just no shame. It's the most consistent, outrageous lies always from Donald Trump and this administration. The sky is green. No, sir, the sky is not green. Well, that's just wrong. The sky is green. Well, I mean, there's a very reasonable argument. No, there's not. This has already been settled. A federal judge already ruled on it. You're lying. It's just a lie. There's no dispute. The dispute is over. frankly, absurdity. All right, let's get to this video. We're going to react to it together. And remember, you can watch this show on Spotify or listen to the show on Spotify or Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, I should say. I will leave a link in the description. Let's take a look.
Dear Immigration and Custom Enforcement.
Dear ICE.
Hey ICE.
Dear ICE agents. Dear ICE agents, I hope you're respectful to everyone and show kindness. I also hope you respect all people from all different countries and around the world. I think as a community, we should respect people's homes and the people themselves. These people are important to us and others. We should treat everyone the same, even if we don't know them. I think after losing someone I love, this kind of makes me sad, but I hope everyone can still have their loved ones next to them. You are scaring schools, people, and the world. You should be kind, helpful, and caring like normal police, not dangerous, scary, and stealing people. I think you should make friends with the world. Love, a Valley View student. You right now, you're making people get really sad because you're just taking them away without them doing anything. I chose to draw this because it helped you realize that if you were getting taken by ICE, you would feel miserable.
Keep going, guys.
My teacher said to keep this kind, so I'm going to write a poem. I know you're following orders. Please don't send them out the borders. The world has already fired up the mortars of hate. But I believe there are birds whose songs of love aren't heard by people who need to care.
You want me to talk about Liam?
Yeah, would you mind
Yeah.
sharing some stories about him?
Liam was a pre-K from Valley View, and he was taken by the ICE agents, and he was also wearing a bunny hat, and his name was Conejo, which means bunny in Spanish. So that's what the bunnies represent him. I would say to Liam that I hope he is safe.
How would you feel if he came back to class?
Happy because he was taken.
I mean, this is like, what an unbelievable set of videos, an article, a opinion piece done by the New York Times. Take a look at this screenshot that was in the middle of the video. Nearly 20% of students are learning virtually due to fear. Parent pickup is now just 10 minutes, minimizing time outside. And at one point, it talks about how in the hallways, there's actually, food and other supplies for parents or people. Hallways are filled with supplies for families who are afraid to leave their home. So again, like, it's an unbelievable. We talk a lot about like how what it's going to take for Americans to come together again. I hear that all the time. I don't know that in my entire life. I'm 24. I don't know if in my entire life I've ever really experienced America at peace, if you will. I was born after 9/11, ushered into a war on terror that obviously like didn't make any sense to me. It was often called a failure. Watched massive recession in 2008. Watched another recession. Watched political division explode. Lost my senior year of high school due to COVID. Watched January 6th. Now I'm here. And so I'm not sure what like this. In some ways, I'm not sure if I understand what it means for Americans to come together. But it is really powerful. And there's something to be said about the communities that come together when this happens. When the federal government is attacking our own communities and their ability to come together in those times. 20% of students learning virtually due to fear of being taken, and schools, school districts, states being willing to work and try to help families as much as possible, to fill hallways with supplies, to come together as a community to protect one another. It is so powerful. And it's stuff like this that's going to get us through this time in American history. Let me know what you think of all this in the comments down below. Truly just a heart-wrenching video. I appreciate you watching. It means a lot. Make sure you're subscribed, hit like down below, and I will see you in the next video.